What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Channing, and recently on this channel, about a month ago, we talked about Ash Trevino for the first time. Now, for those of you who haven't seen that video, I strongly encourage you to watch it. But to give you a quick summary, Ash is basically a 36-year-old mother who spends most of her time on TikTok live e-begging.
What gifts do I need? I need the flying jets, work hard, play hard. I need the party on and on, the daddy line, and the universe. Those are the only 5 I need this week.
Get a fucking job.
She also actively seeks men who are closer in age to her teenage daughters.
Are y'all jealous because I'm in the same room as him or what?
And to top it all off, she's in a new controversy pretty much every single week. So you might be wondering, what the heck did Ash do now? Well, as you could tell by the title, just a few days ago, Ash set the internet on fire, going on a racist rant while on live. Now, before we dig into Ash's crash out, I do want to give some context because it's important. So Ash is basically on live with 2 other creators named Zara and Feeny. And while they're on live, Ash and Zara got into a verbal exchange about a very sensitive topic. You see, Zara's father is named Muhammad, and he was sadly unalived by Ash's ex-husband named Isaiah, roughly 15 years ago. And when Zara is asking Ash to basically put some respect on her dad's name, Miss Trevino then proceeds to have a complete racist crash out.
Okay, your dad deserved everything. Yeah, her dad deserved it. Your dad deserved everything he got. And that's why your dad's not here right now. Your dad deserved it. Your dad deserved it. I'll tell you again, 1,000 times. Isaiah's innocent. He didn't do nothing. He's innocent in my book, no matter what. Me and him don't talk no more. That's a 9/11. Muhammad, right? How do you know that he wasn't the one behind the Twin Towers? He tried to do the Twin Towers, bro. There was a lot of Muhammads that were in the Twin Towers.
Oh, shut up, woman.
That deserved it.
Just get off live.
Now, I understand that people can get mad at one another and we can do and say things that we don't mean. But to go on a huge public platform in front of thousands of people as a grown 36-year-old woman, then to drunkenly say someone's father deserves death is absolutely insane. Then she doubles down and keeps repeating it, which obviously makes matters even worse for not only herself, but for Zara. Like, if I was in Zara's shoes right now, I would be so mad, and I'm sure most of you watching this video would be too, right? And what's crazy is how Ash also says that Isaiah, the man who unalived Muhammad, is innocent, as if this man isn't currently sitting in prison for the same exact crime.
Muhammad Hashimi's life was ended in 2010 when he was 50 years old. He left behind a wife and several children. According to his daughter, he lost his life to Ashley's ex-husband, Isaiah, and 3 other men. After looking up this case and this story, what I've gathered is Mr. Muhammad owned a gas station, and one of his employees was actually one of the men responsible for unaliving him. So one of his employees, along with 3 other men, one allegedly being Ashley's ex, Isaiah, were trying to rob him when he was depositing money at a bank. And apparently something went wrong and they ended up taking his life. They then burnt his car and dumped his body. So where you guys are worried about him not getting his stimulus check, just remember why he's behind bars, not being able to take care of his home business.
Now, it doesn't stop there, because Ash would also go on to read a racist comment in her live chat about Muhammad, then would go on this whole 9/11 tirade about how Zara's father is a terrorist.
That's a 9/11. Muhammad, right? How do you know that he wasn't the one behind the Twin Towers?
Which I just cannot believe came out of her mouth. In my opinion, one of the saddest parts of this whole entire clip is at the end, when one of Ash's daughters came in the room trying to get her mom to stop talking reckless on live.
That deserved it.
Just get off live.
And what's interesting is, this is actually a theme in Ash Trevino's story. You see, despite Ash's age, she acts like a teenager, making her daughters, who are minors, remind Ash how to be a woman. For example, in my first video about Ash, we talked about a situation where she was getting freaky on live with Santos, which was her 19-year-old boyfriend at the time. Then her daughters had to come into the room essentially asking their mom to stop being a borderline PDF file on stream. So obviously, given Ash's history, I'm not even surprised guys were already back with another video talking about her again. Now, later that night when things would calm down a bit, Ash would make a TikTok video directed towards Heffa, who is another TikTok creator that has been friends with Ash. You see, it got to a point where Heffa could not defend Ash anymore, especially after this racist crash out. So Heffa essentially dropped her as a friend, which resulted in Ash making this video.
Imagine trying to cancel me when you're not better than I am.
So we're not even 7 seconds into Ash's response and I'm already blown away. You see guys, instead of apologizing or taking accountability for her actions, Ash is already shifting blame as if Ash sits on the top of moral high ground and she did nothing wrong.
I didn't know me being more grown and like not being your friend, you know, all the times you made fun of me, talked about me, said stuff, right, was gonna lead to this.
Hearing Ash say she's, quote, more grown is just hilarious. The amount of delusions this woman lives in is just beyond me.
But now you're trying to mess with my gifters. You're trying to cancel me, report my lives. You're trying to start this petition, right? Cancel Ash. 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 You like my name that much? Or do you like me that much?
Now, what's interesting is Heffa is currently starting a freaking petition to get Ash banned from TikTok, which I actually signed myself, along with 80,000 other people who signed as well at the time of me recording this. And if you want to as well, just go to change.org.
I can let go of a friendship. You can't. We're not the same. I don't pretend to be somebody that I'm not. Everything I've shown on this app is who I am. I've always been an open book. You, on the other hand, you hide behind being a Christian. You hide behind being a wife, a mom. But in reality, you're hurt. And you lie to your followers. I caught you in a lie tonight, or last night. I'm not going to tell you how. Eventually, that'll come out, though.
I don't know about you guys, but I despise when people do exactly what Ash did, saying she has proof of something, but it won't come out till later. Then why even bring it up?
We are not the same. I don't have to cancel somebody because she doesn't want to be my friend.
You're right, Ash. You and Heffa are indeed not the same. You're being a racist, entitled, deadbeat mom who thinks she has her ducks in a row, but fails to understand that her ducks have been hunted, per se. In other words, Ash is a terrible example, not only being a mom, but even just having Ash on the internet. She continuously fails to do anything even remotely constructive for her life and for her family.
I move on. Just like I blocked you. And you got mad, I'll do it over and over again. We're not the same. So, mind your business and the business that pays you, because I live rent-free in your head, baby.
It's just so funny to me how Ash expects a controversy like this to just blow over. Like, Ash, we can't just move on from the fact that you had this whole entire racist crash out.
You are weird. If these people are literally like agreeing with you and thinking that that's okay, y'all all need help. But it's good to know that you really want my friendship that bad, that you're trying to get me back by trying to scare me. Oh, we're gonna get Ash off the app.
I just love how Ash is aware of the petition against her. Like, you can't possibly be this delusional thinking anyone is supporting her. And I'm sure there's probably a few people out there that do support her for whatever reason, but in my opinion, the internet as a whole would be a much better place without Ash Trevino.
You need me more than I need you. Remember that. We're not the same. I come with my own clout. You need my clout. You need the money that you made off of me. Remember that. Keep signing. Keep signing.
And I find it so crazy how she puts social media first, then her kids second. Like, I get that's your job or whatever, but you'd think with all that money she's making, she could at least provide her daughters with a comfortable mattress instead of air mattresses. But again, that's just what I think. Now, Ash would double down the next day, sharing videos trying to explain herself.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be the only time that I talk on this. So what happened last night, some things were said, shouldn't have been said. I apologize for my actions. I apologize for everything. If I offended you, I apologize. Those are not my intentions.
Okay, why is Ash speedrunning the apology video? She literally sounds like a German-engineered MG42 spitting her apology out a million words a second. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to predict the future. You see, I'm beginning to learn Ash so well. What she does is, she says sorry, then boom, right after the apology is over, she's now showing you each and every angle of how she becomes the victim. Just watch.
So the daughter came on being disrespectful, and all I knew was to defend myself. She tried to force me to say her dad's name. I'm not your puppet. You're not going to force me to do something that I'm not going to do.
Like, what did I say?
I'm not a mean person. I'm not a cruel person. So I felt like, you know, she shouldn't have requested me. She doesn't know who I am.
I don't want to go full judgment mode, but Ash, I think you are a little bit cruel and mean. And for you to sit up on your platform just hours after having a full racist meltdown, I'm pretty sure that qualifies as mean, but I digress.
I don't know who they are. Just because I was married to him does not mean that I had anything to do with any of that, okay? This happened 15 years ago in my area. He's serving his time. Justice has been served. You know, he got a big sentence. They all did. Do I agree with what happened? No, I don't.
Ash, if you don't agree with Isaiah unaliving Muhammad, then why were you saying he deserved it in the first place? Like, this woman is a D1 backpedaler. Once she messes up, she goes right back on her word, contradicting herself. And I understand that all of us can do this from time to time. Maybe we said something that we were gonna do, then ended up doing something way different. But as I make more videos on Ash, the backpedaling theme seems more and more persistent as time goes on.
Nobody should ever lose somebody to anything, you know? But again, like I said, the girl called me out of my name. She called me the B word. She disrespected me first. So all I knew was to defend myself.
Right, I understand that if someone comes at Ash, she feels the need to defend herself, but there's definitely a statute of limitations. You see, there's so many different ways she could have handled this situation, but instead, Ash tells Zara her father deserved death, which obviously brings the situation from a little verbal argument to full-on hate speech, especially when we bring up her racist part of the rant.
You know, when you throw something at me, I'm gonna throw something back harder. And that's all I know to do. And a lot of y'all say stuff on the internet, but expect me to stay quiet. Y'all talk about my looks, y'all talk about my kids, y'all talk about where I live, y'all talk about everything. So it's like, I don't ever make videos.
Ash, a lot of the reasons why people talk about you are your fault. You see, I'll use myself as an example. I'll make YouTube videos and sometimes I may have a take or an opinion that some people may not agree with. But instead of bashing people or people bashing me, we create healthy dialogue in my comments. Like, I learned so much from y'all. But Ash thinks people are just talking about her for no reason, which is insane because week after week, month after month, she just gives people more reasons to criticize her.
I'm just making this video for my followers who I hurt last night. Those were not my intentions. I love every single one of y'all. I thank y'all for the support. And if y'all continue this journey with me, I would be very happy. If not, then I wish you well. But again, come at me with respect, and I'm going to come at you with respect. We're adults here.
We're all adults here. Yeah, exactly. So Ash, with that being said, why don't we start acting our age and not our shoe size?
Okay. And my parents raised me the best that they could. I was always raised in church. My parents have nothing to do with any of my actions. I'm an adult. I say and do what I do. So don't try to blame my parents for anything. I have a lot of reasonings of why I act the way I act and I say what I say. And eventually y'all will see that, but right now y'all aren't. I'm going to come out with that soon. It's just not right now. And again, just because I was married to somebody who made a mistake, who did something that, you know, shouldn't have happened, it's not my fault. Like, it's really not. And I felt like she was making it seem like I was at fault for that when I wasn't even with the guy when it happened. Mind you, I didn't get with him till he was 24 and I was 30. I am now 36. Okay. Again, I just came on here to apologize to my followers, to my true people that I care about. And I did not mean to disrespect anybody or hurt anybody. So thank y'all again, and I will be on live later.
Now, I just can't help but mention how Ash is saying she's, quote, apologizing to her followers, as if her racist rant didn't just offend a way bigger group of people than just her followers. What Ash fails to understand is her actions have serious consequences and can legitimately hurt people, but she also doesn't care either. All Ash cares about is keeping a stream of TikTok donations to fund her lifestyle, as you can see here.
Do that, but when somebody comes at me, all I know is to say stuff to hurt you more than what you hurt me. So I apologize. Thank you. And I don't apologize for anything, just so y'all know.
Ash only cares if she offends those people, her TikTok donators, and it's only evident after watching these clips of her crash out, then her apology.
I don't want y'all to think that I agree with what my ex-husband did.
Isaiah didn't mean to unalive your dad. That was an accident.
Because I don't, for 1 second.
Yeah. I have his name tattooed on me for a reason.
Nobody should have lost their life.
Your dad deserved it. I'll tell you again, 1,000 times.
And unfortunately, they did. So, I'm sorry that it happened.
I don't know who he was. And I'm not showing your dad respect.
Yeah, so obviously after watching that video, we can faithfully come to the conclusion that Ash isn't sorry. She doesn't care. All Ash cares about is making a bag off TikTok so she can spend it on Louis Vuitton and then fast food. And that's not even the craziest part of this video, because as of right now, Ash could be potentially facing legal issues, as you guys can see here.
Ash Trevino didn't show up to the courthouse today because she's scared. There's a case number now.
And yes, Ashley was not there.
Ash Trevino didn't show up to court today. It's for good reason. DJ Aftermath actually went down to San Antonio.
We're actually on our way to the station right now to give them the videos and so they can see it in person.
And gave them the videos and things that have been collected.
Videos of Ashley admitting that the purse was hers is now submitted to San Antonio PD.
You can call them, use this case number, and you can submit evidence. So D. Kane's attorney now has access to the videos of Ash admitting on live where she was trying to get people to take the fall for her bag, and that it was her bag.
That's why they never arrested me. Because he said it was his bag.
So yeah, she didn't go to court. She knew better. She's scared. Have the day you deserve.
Now, for those of you unaware with this situation, Ash was basically hanging out with a bunch of TikTokers one night, and one of those TikTokers goes by the name D. Kane. Now, within this group of people was a bag that had a firearm in it, and to this point, there was a lot of controversy about whose bag it was, because at the end of the day, D. Kane was arrested for the firearm. But as time went on, Ash started talking about this situation on her live, even claiming the bag is hers. So, could Ash be going to jail soon? Who freaking knows? At this point, the water surrounding Ash Trevino is just so murky, and Lord knows what she'll be up to next. And you betcha Bippy, I will keep you guys updated on every single bit of her story as it unfolds. But that's about all I have for you guys today. Real quick before I end this video, I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on this channel. Today's actually my birthday as of me recording this video, and one of my best birthday gifts this year has been you guys. So thank you for watching. And as always, thank you for making me a part of your day, and God bless.